Welcome back. How are you guys? I hope everyone are fine. Today, let's have a comparison review between the two devices, that is the Xiaomi 12 Lite and the Poco F4, both from the same brand, and the pricing both are almost the same with negligible difference. Both the pricing range will be around a 1500 real or approximately 30,000 Indian rupees. Though this phone is not available in India, but still I will give you a brief comparison between what's the difference between the two devices, whether you should go for the Xiaomi 12 Lite or the Poco F4. So let's begin. The physical overview of the phone, if you see it closely, both are with glass back protection, and the only difference being the camera design. And this do feel elegant, the Xiaomi 12 Lite to hold compared to the Poco F4. On the front, both have corner Gorilla Glass 5 protection with a selfie with a punch hole selfie display selfie notch, so giving you a premium feel. But when it comes to the fingerprint scanner, as you can see that the Poco F4 has the power button embedded one, whereas the Xiaomi 12 will come with the MIUI, the inbuilt fingerprint scanner. Both are responsive to use, but this do feel a little modern and more premium feel due to the in-display fingerprint scanner. Even when it comes to the weight, the Xiaomi 12 Lite is around 175 gram, whereas the Poco F4 is around 195 grams. So it has a lighter feel. Obviously, it's due to even a smaller battery capacity, that is a 4300 milliamp battery versus the 4500 milliamp battery on the Poco F4. And even the screen size, so, the Poco F4 is a 6.67 inch screen, whereas the Xiaomi 12 Lite is a 6.55 inch screen. So let's highlight about the performance. The performance first, let's talk about the Poco F4. This is powered by the Snapdragon 870 processor. It's based on 7 nanometer. And another advantage of this, it's based on a LPDDR5 RAM with UFS 3.1 storage. So you can expect better performance when it comes to the device. But Xiaomi 12 Lite is also a very good processor in the mid-range segment. It has been one of the best performing processor last year, and this year also it's no different. It's well optimized, and I would say even when it comes to the battery efficiency, it performs much better than the 870. So let's discuss like what's the basic difference. But do remember, this is based on the UFS 2.2 storage and LPDDR4X RAM. Whereas I had mentioned in the 870 on this Poco F4, we are getting a LPDDR5 setup with a UFS 3.1 storage. So let's go with the Antutu benchmark. Now for the Antutu benchmark, let's check the scores. Both the devices, the Poco F4 is on 6,74,548, whereas the MI 12 Lite it's on 531,384. But in day-to-day usage, you will not have much issues. I mean, both the devices perform very good with no lags or such. In the Geek benchmark score, I have the last test. Check the history, and the Xiaomi 12 Lite on 771 with a multi-score of 2816, whereas the Poco F4 single core score of 982 with a multi score of 93254. On the Poco F4, as you can see, the PUBG supports the resolutions up to Ultra HD, and the frame rate also you can select Extreme. And even after playing the game for around 15 to 20 minutes. There was no noticeable heat in the phone. So this is the most recommended phone, I would say, if gaming is your preference in this price range. When it comes to the Xiaomi 12 Lite, you can see that even on the Xiaomi 12 Lite, you can set up to the maximum resolutions, that is Ultra HD and Ultra. But we did notice that the phone did become little warm after playing around 15 to 20 minutes of gaming, but nothing much of a concern. But my pick when it comes to the gaming, it's the Poco F4. On the software side, you can see that both the units are equipped on the MIUI version 13.0.4, and apart from that, it's based on Android 12. Regarding the software promise for both the units, I will do mention it on the screen. When it comes to the camera department, the Poco F4 is equipped with a primary sensor of 64 megapixel with optical image stabilization. The secondary being a 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro. And when it comes to the Xiaomi 12 Lite, the primary is 108 megapixel with a 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro. Another advantage with the Xiaomi 12 is a 32 megapixel autofocus, which is a very rarity in this price range. In fact, even most of the higher range phones also does not come with the autofocus for the selfie camera. The Poco F4 is equipped with the 20 megapixel selfie camera. I did tested the images, and as you go by the samples in the daylight, both the phones performed very good. I had no issues. There was nothing much to complain about. But when it comes to the in the dark mode, I preferred that Xiaomi 12 Lite had an upper advantage compared to the Poco F4 in darker conditions. And of course, when it comes to the selfie camera, the 32 megapixel camera for the Xiaomi 12 Lite is a clear winner, even though the 20 megapixel of the Poco F4 was not bad. It provided decent shots. Overall, in the camera department, I would say here is Xiaomi 12 Lite is an overall winner in this department. When it comes to the battery, there is a minor difference. The Xiaomi 12 Lite, it's a 4300 milliamp battery, whereas the Poco F4, it's a 4500 milliamp battery. Though there was a slight difference when it comes to the life cycle, I did notice that Poco F4 performed much better, even though it had a much powerful chipset, that is the 870. Both the phones in the box, a 67-watt brick is provided in the box. So when it comes to the charging speed, you can expect very good performance. So this is one of the advantages, the 67-watt charging. In day-to-day performance, it easily lasted a single day for both the devices, but the Poco F4 did go a little more further. So there's nothing much to worry. Easily a single day can be handled in both the phones, and coupled with the 67-watt charging, rest assured that it will be quickly charged, and even the brick is provided with the phone. So that's a good part. Comparatively nowadays, as you know, that most of the manufacturers have slowly started skipping the brick in the name of environment. So my final verdict on the device: if you are a heavy gamer or gaming is your preference, with and you want a decent camera quality, obviously it's paired with the 870 processors with the 7, which is based on 7 nanometer, along with UFS 3.1 storage and LPDDR5 RAM. I would suggest you to go for the Poco F4. If you want camera as your main priority, and you can sacrifice little performance. Even though gaming is not an issue with the device, but due to the smaller screen, and in case if you want even a much handy device for day-to-day use, I would suggest you to go for the Xiaomi 12 Lite. Do mention in the comments which you prefer, either the Xiaomi 12 Lite or the Poco F4. Don't forget to comment, and in case if you are new to my channel, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos, and do follow on my social Instagram handles, that is my Instagram and my Twitter accounts. The link is in the description. So do show your love and support. Thank you for watching my videos. Take care. Allah Hafiz.